So Startup Mentor is a mastermind group for early stage startups, pre-revenue. So my background is biotech. So this is most appropriate for hard tech, life science, biotech. But even if you're SaaS or AI, I believe that this group can still help you. Essentially, if you're in a growth stage with your startup, then this is not the right group for you. So I come from a biotech background, but the early stage steps, the um, the vetting the market, the product market fit, the making the deck, all of that is the same. Fundraising, all of that is the same, regardless of what your particular widget is. So I believe that this group will bring value. So essentially, what are we going to do? We're going to have masterminds. We're going to have Q&As. We're going to have AMAs. I will have courses and online video lectures and live lectures about various states of developing your startup. I'm not in the beginning. I'm not at the end. I'm in the middle. So I can give you that perspective, that real-time perspective of what to do and how to do. And with the masterminds, you're not depending on me, you're depending on the entire group. So when you bring a problem to the group, you're going to have 7 or 8 or 10 people weighing in and giving you ideas of ways to solve whatever obstacle that is in your way for that day. So when you join the community, if you're joining during beta, you will get a free lifetime membership. The only caveat to that is if I do add-ons or if you want to do one-on-ones. But I also have a way of, if you bring in another person into the community, then you can have free one-on-ones. With that said, I want to take a moment to kind of give you a tour of what is inside the classroom. So if you just give me 1 second, screen share. And we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. All right, good. So when you come into the community, you're immediately going to be taken to the About page right here. And this is essentially where you're watching this video. Right now, I have this Wizard of Oz video in its place, and I'll have a couple of other useful items clicked here or connected here. This bottom part right here lists the different things that we are going to do as a community of startup founders, a startup mastermind, video lectures, Q&A, M&A, mini incubator program with accountability. So I'll have those video classes. And then if you, then we will have an accountability component that will help drive you forward and help you keep you on track while you're developing your technology. Look, I've done the startup, you know, in a mastermind group. I've done it with mentors. I've done it with both at the same time, and I've done it with neither one. And every single time I have either the mentorship or the mastermind or both, I absolutely moved faster and was way more efficient with my startup than when I did it without a group. Okay, and why should you listen to me? Well, I'm a PhD microbiologist. I have a biotech startup, and I've been building it for the last 7 years. And I can teach you what I've learned. I've also raised close to 700,000 for the startup, and probably a little more over time, over that period of time. So what are you going to do when you get into the community? Number one, you're going to go to the community tab and go to the chat box and introduce yourself. of what you're doing, what your startup's about, and why you're in the community and what you're hoping to gain from it, just so we can all get to know you. Number two, schedule a free one-on-one session with me. Here's the link. We're going to just be focusing on what you're doing with your startup and what your challenges are. And then lastly, come to the next mastermind. So if you go, here is the community tab right here, to the community tab. This is where you can write something and tell us about, I am, essentially, hi, I am new, and such, and then you can post it. Okay. Then when you go to the classroom, just to give you an idea of what's going to be in the classroom, here are a number of lectures, and they're in sequential order, and they're tiered, and you have to get through one lecture before you can get to the next. And there's a little bit of a tiny bit of accountability on each lecture, and it will help you move the company forward, your company forward. Next thing we have is calendar. On the calendar is where I'm scheduling all the events and activities if there's something new that's coming up. Our masterminds are presently scheduled for 9 a.m. on Friday, but if I see that something's better for the group, then we will rearrange and move things around as appropriate. There's members, a list of members right here, and then you've got leaderboards. So as you're progressing along through the various steps in the classroom, if you choose to do the classroom component of it, then you can see yourself moving forward through the process on a leaderboard compared to your fellow classmates down here. So that's essentially what we have in the community. And if you sign up during beta, which is right now, then you will have a free lifetime membership to everything except if you want to do one-on-ones, there will be a fee to that. But also if you bring somebody into the community, for each person that you're able to bring into the community, I will be glad to give you a free one-on-one and help you in any way I can. You know, people have been so kind and giving of their time, helping me, and it's now time for me to give back and help the next group of startup founders find their way onto the path. And then together we can all move toward unicorn greatness and unicorn success. So with that, I say thank you. See you inside. Bye.